Corrie here, coming in to do my monthly channel messages. Sorry you see me wiggling around a lot. I'm in pain. Was in bed resting. I'm not feeling well. And we are recording in my bedroom. My office has company staying in there. So here we are. Please remember, this does not replace any medical, psychological. This is to be taken as entertainment. I am reading through the energy of the collective for each sign. This is for Pisces. So for each and every one of my Pisces this month, I just keep seeing the essence of stars. So whether it's a boink in the head, that's a wake-up call, or if it's something of your star seed energy that's coming in for you, I do feel like you do have some of that here. I feel like for some of my Aries, there's some ego trips. And I think for some of you, I think you should really explore where if you have a Saturn return in your chart. I'm not an astrologer, but I feel like for some of you, you're being kind of tested. You know, you may have been able to kind of get away with things. I don't want to say that word, but almost like a horseshoe up your ass. That's an old saying I used to hear. When somebody was really lucky, no matter what, things would just work out for people. And then all of a sudden, it's not just working out for you no more. That's what it feels like. I feel like somewhere, I feel like it may not have been working out for you. Like it's just like you've managed to fluke your way through or get through or use your brilliance, but all of a sudden you're finding yourself being challenged. And that being challenged is just saying to you, this is sometimes for us to get our ego into check. I know, my good little Pisces. You can be very wishy-washy sometimes. And so there is an ego check that's coming in. I do have some struggles in a relationship. I have Aries energy also coming into your reading. This is interesting. I feel like for some of you Aries, that you have this, and I don't know if this is the relationship with yourself. You know, that our soulmate energy is often ourself, like connecting to our soul self and battling that, or something that you're trying to push away. But you fear something working out, or you're trying to self-sabotage something. Don't be self-sabotaging things. So I do have that coming up for me here. I want to go to the bottom of the deck. See, solutions. Archangel Ezekiel. And success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Yeah, that feels like the overall, like that's what I'm channeling through too. And I'm like, how do I put this into words? Give me some words. And so I feel like for some of you, you have somebody who's either very stable or very much tells you how things are and you don't want to hear them. There's a lot of fear stories playing out around the Pisces. I feel like you've stepped into this place of feeling like you're fearing a doomsday, or you're fearing an ending of something. And that fear of that ending, or the fear of being figured out, or whatever you were, I don't know. It's like, whatever that is, I just feel like it's like you may have been too ambitious, or you may have, got yourself caught back up into some sort of like habit that you've given up. It could be smoking. It could be that you're still trying to hide it. It could be, going back to eating the wrong foods. It could be something simple. Or it could be that somebody who's not healthy for you has returned to your life, and you're questioning your relationships, or you're questioning whether or not to let those people back in, or that person back into your life. And I'm going to tell you, don't go there. And that's what the guides are telling me. Now, you got all the free will in the world. This is just saying that this is, from the guides from those that give us from no ego, from no desired outcome, but from the place of divine intervention. Don't cross a line. Don't go to a place that is almost like a no return that costs you more than you can afford to lose. Also, if it's in the spectrum of you're just caught in fear stories of you're listening to the media too much or something, and you're believing that lack of, I feel like you are spiraling a lot of your fear stories and you're reacting and responding impulsively and not thinking it through. And that's the wishy-washy. That's the wishy-washy of the water sign sometimes with the Pisces. And you got to slow down and you got to think this through. Really, truly think about this because it is in reverse. So I have the Two of Michael, and this is Archangel Michael, and it's kind of coming in to say, you know what, trying to protect you and your healthy relationships. And I just feel like, you know, you may have to make a choice or decision rather than to continue. And it's in reverse and you're not making any decisions. You're running around. You're doing things that are out of alignment because we have the solution on the bottom. And I just feel like you will be at peace when you make decisions. Stability, taking charge of situation. And this is the Emperor energy. Here's the Aries coming in to your reading. And you know, what are you passionate about? What is important to you? And what are you fighting for? Or what are you willing to fight for? And I don't mean fight like aggressively fight. I mean, what is your heart really needing? What does your heart really need? And then we have the Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. And that's exactly it. And so you're going to be breaking free of this. You're going to be making some choices and decisions. Not everyone's going to agree with them, but I just feel like it's a wake-up call. It's almost like, and this is being recorded on May the 4th. And I just feel like it's like it's going to be like, holy shit, where was I? I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with, and use your own discernment, but imposter light has interfered somehow in a lot of my Aries energies, in my Pisces energy. Aries has just been freed of it, old karma. But for some of my Piscean energy, I feel like that sensitivity or that openness that comes in, I feel like that Jezebel energy has somehow entered in. And fear and unhealthy choices are sometimes riding out. So it's really time to stop, pause. Time for self-love here. What is important to me? Archangel Zedekiel is here for our success. Archangel Zedekiel is here for that sense of being able to walk with confidence. Not be impulsive, helping us not to be impulsive. And so then we have the Queen of Ariel who's coming in here, and she's in reverse. So I feel like some of the things you're doing is not very practical. It's out there, but it's also not serving you. I feel like you're just going to wake up one morning in this, like even in this month, and go, where the hell have I been? What have I been doing? What's been going on? What's been happening? And trying to get back into that sense of happiness in your life. Joy in your life. So nurturing yourself and those you love. And I feel like you haven't really been nurturing any of that. You've been nurturing the fears. You've been nurturing some of the other things. It's time to make your world beautiful. And stop listening to the outside world that way. And when you do make these changes, because this was in reverse, what Archangel Ariel, who's still staying with us for the next card, is if you do that, you will have invested very wisely. It's like you're being given your staff and you're going to know your direction. You're going to know which way you're going to walk. You're going to know to trust yourself. You're not going to listen to anyone else, because that sense of self-love brings self-awareness. And that self-awareness is what brings you into the solutions. Forgiving yourself for what you didn't know, because you had no idea this was happening. This all happened so slow. This all happened at such a pace that you didn't even realize it was going on. You may be looking back and just going, oh, what has this cost me? But in the end, what will I learn from this? And learning from there is, you know, it's what really counts, because I just feel like you're just going to have that sense of strong conviction and self-control, and being very patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. You didn't know. You didn't know this imposter energy had such a hold, and it's been so there. And yeah, freedom. Freedom comes, you know, to be free of our mind stories comes at a cost of letting our heart guide us. And when you let your heart guide you, you feel that fear, you feel that you know, afraid, but you walk anyway, and you go the way that you need to go, and you trust that journey. And so Archangel Michael, again, coming with the page of Michael, which brings, you know, becoming blunt, truthful, new perspectives, exciting new challenges, right? It's like getting into the wind. A kite has some sort of control because there's a string attached. And so knowing that we have that, that, you know, your destiny is in your hands. It really is. Like, you are the creator of your world. And by creating your world is you have to really truly look at what is important to me. What do I value the most? And where am I allowing myself to be fed from? Is it the mind? Is it the fear? And so we're just being told, see, 8 of Michael, there's something better that has been waiting for you. And you know exactly what to do. You are on a spiritual quest, Pisces. You're about to go into a spiritual quest. And I feel like the spiritual quest is going to, you know, you're going to be kind of going to find what you treasure the most. Find what is important to you. And sometimes you got to walk away from the things that you love the most to go to find out just how much you love those things. And you hope that they're still there. And so this month, actually starting, I think around the 7th, also brings about the walkabout. This is the walkabout month, whatever that. There's something about a walkabout energy. And with that walkabout, we're just being told that you're going to have to walk the inner journey. So I feel like for some of you, you're about to go into the dark night of the soul journey. I feel like you're about to go into the journey of self-discovery, self-awareness, so that you are no longer, that you can see clearly when that imposter energy, when that ego becomes so big, that fear stories become so big that it owns us. And so the light is coming in to hold you, to wrap you, to guide you through, to know that you are divinely loved, and that no matter what, that love will be there. That sense of knowing who you are will show you through this soul's journey, connection to your soul, of what you love the most, what you honor the most, and what's the most important to you. I'm just pulling, I just pulled a card from the White Light Oracle. And this card is the Vera Petra. I might be totally butchering the names, by the way. So don't critique me or judge me. I'm just giving you the messages. Need glasses for this. You just can't make this up. Out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening for you now. Is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the qualities of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all things good, and the task of humanity is learn how to receive. The key to receiving is open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. Because when we talk about going on that spiritual journey, that walkabout, that's a blessing. To go into the dark night of the soul journey, to go into the hero's journey, any of those things, it's a blessing of self-awareness, self-discovery. Knowing that coming out on the other side is that you're coming out to live your truth, to be honest, to be authentic, and that you're not swayed. The Holy Grail is a sacred chalice. It is a powerful, living, regenerative, and deeply healing symbol of hope and blessing. It will interact with each soul in its own way. For your soul, that may involve a recognition that the light is always seeking you, wanting to feel and heal and bless and protect you, to initiate you into awareness of the realms of light, beauty, and divine presence. It may remind your heart to receive that you are capable of being a channel for goodness, grace, abundance, and pure light. It may be recognized as a sign of a future blessing, of something truly desired finally coming to pass. The sacred grail is hope. It is a blessing. It is both the portent of fulfillment and the inner means by which we connect with the loving language of light and truly receive. In Sanskrit, patra means goblet or vessel. It is not only an object, but can be a teaching, even a sublime teacher or heavenly being within whom we can dwell. It is that which holds us in a loving way, our soft place to fall. In learning how to receive, we also learn how to, when learning how to receive, we also learn how to be received, how to be fully beheld, which is an expression of unconditional love. When we experience being so loved, we learn how to love in such a way too. We become a true receiver, nurturer, and protector of the heart. The sacred chalice reminds us of our potential to hold, but also the generosity of the universe in providing for us, so we too can be held and receive all we need. So there's something that's opening, that's a door, a portal, an energy that's opening. That's a journey of self-discovery, of awareness, so that you can learn to work from the heart, that, the empath, the sensitive of my Pisces energy is also recognizing that just because you can feel something doesn't mean you back away. Sometimes it means it's time to walk into something, time to walk into that journey, not to back away from your truth, to live in the shadows of that shadow self. And so your message is, knowing that you are the light, you're surrounded in the light, and that the light is always a part of you, that you are the essence of light, love, and beauty, and kindness and generosity. Sometimes we do unkind things to ourselves, and we're not always that kind to ourselves. And so you're being told to really look into that energy and just say, am I doing some of those things unintentionally or intentionally? Am I self-sabotaging? Am I in some sort of fear? And am I ready to move forward? And so with that, then we discover the whys, the hows and whys we do that. And we get freed from that. So there is a beautiful blessing of love, a time of self-love nurturing, as you do go on some sort of walkabout to the inner self. Much love. Have a beautiful month, and I will see you in June. Bye-bye.